WWE fans, hold on to your seats. Chaos erupted backstage on Monday Night Raw as Adam Pearce faced the unthinkable. Bron Breakker, the rising powerhouse of WWE, reportedly launched a brutal attack on Pearce, leaving the locker room and fans in utter shock. What started as tension between management and a rebellious young star escalated into a moment no one could ignore. Pearce's reaction was fierce, his authority on the line, as the company scrambled to contain the fallout. This wasn't just another backstage scuffle, it was a collision of talent, ego, and control that has the wrestling world buzzing. Stick around because we're diving into every shocking detail, exploring the human side of this explosive confrontation and what it could mean for Breakker's future in WWE. Bron Breakker rebellion Bron Breakker behavior leading up to this firing was unprecedented. Over months, he refused matches, mocked authority figures, and defied rules both on television and backstage. His actions weren't simply rebellious, they were a declaration of war against the WWE system. Referees, opponents, and management were all affected by his attitude. While some stars rebel in subtle ways, Breakker's defiance was loud, intense, and unavoidable. Adam Pearce attempted multiple interventions, including fines, suspensions, and warnings, but each attempt only fueled Breakker's defiance. His aggression escalated from frustration to physical confrontation, culminating in a high-profile spearing incident against Pearce himself. For WWE management, this wasn't just about discipline, it was a threat to the integrity of the company. Fans saw both sides, a young lion testing boundaries and a system desperate to maintain order. Breakker's rebellion highlighted the tension between talent freedom and corporate authority, revealing cracks in WWE's rigid control system. The historic announcement on Raw, Adam Pearce took center stage with an expression of finality that silenced the audience. He explained the repeated warnings, interventions, and disciplinary measures taken to guide Bron Breakker. With the world watching, Pearce dropped the bombshell. Breakker's WWE contract was terminated effective immediately. The arena erupted with mixed reactions. Some celebrated the restoration of order, others booed the loss of one of WWE's most compelling young stars. Within minutes, Bron stormed through security, grabbing a microphone and unleashing a fiery, unfiltered tirade. He claimed WWE needed him more than he needed them, invoking the Steiner family legacy and promising the company would regret its decision. His words were raw, emotional, and intensely personal, showing fans the depth of his passion, his pride, and his refusal to be silenced. This wasn't just a firing, it was a historic moment that fans would remember for years. The Steiner legacy understanding. Bron's heritage is key to grasping the story's emotional weight. As the son of Rick Steiner and nephew of Scott Steiner, he carries the legacy of two iconic figures in wrestling history. Rick's discipline and professionalism combined with Scott's explosive, rebellious energy created Bron's unique mix of talent and temperament. This lineage shaped his confidence, ambition, and, some might argue, entitlement. Bron's defiance wasn't merely personal, it was tied to family pride and tradition. WWE's decision to fire him sent a message that heritage cannot override rules. Even the most storied family names must operate within the company's framework. This tension between legacy and authority added layers to the drama, amplifying fan engagement. The Steiner name commanded respect, yet Pearce's action reminded everyone that talent alone does not grant immunity, turning Bron's firing into both a professional and deeply personal storyline. The business perspective, from a corporate standpoint, firing Bron Breakker is a high-stakes gamble. He's young, charismatic, and immensely marketable. Merchandise sales, television ratings, and viral moments are all part of his portfolio, making him a financial asset. Retaining him despite the rebellion could have undermined management authority, signaling that chaos pays off. Letting him go prioritizes structure over profit, but risks immediate revenue and fan loyalty. WWE's sponsors, partners, and stockholders demand professionalism and order. Conversely, the move could position WWE as a company committed to discipline, sending a clear message to other talent. The decision is a balancing act: control versus profitability, principle versus popularity. While short-term losses are possible, long-term cultural discipline could stabilize operations. The situation underscores the delicate intersection of personality, talent, and business in professional wrestling, showing that decisions are rarely simple when human emotion meets corporate responsibility. The AEW factor outside WWE. Other promotions like AEW are undoubtedly watching closely. Bron Breakker talent, intensity, and name recognition make him a highly valuable free agent. AEW could harness his energy, charisma, and unpredictability to create major storylines that challenge WWE's dominance. This mirrors past eras, such as when WCW capitalized on untapped talent to compete with WWE. However, his volatility presents a double-edged sword. AEW would need careful management to ensure his rebellious streak enhances rather than disrupts their operations. For Bron, this is an opportunity for reinvention, a chance to prove he can thrive outside the constraints of WWE. Fans are already imagining dream matchups, cross-promotional invasions, and epic storylines that could redefine his career. The potential for Bron to become a global wrestling phenomenon outside WWE adds tension, intrigue, and stakes to this firing far beyond the confines of Monday Night Raw. Locker room reactions inside WWE. Reactions are mixed, highlighting generational and philosophical divides. Veterans and management praise Pearce for enforcing order and maintaining respect, while younger wrestlers quietly admire Bron's passion and fire. Some fear this decision signals that strong individuality will be punished, potentially stifling creativity and initiative. Others see it as a necessary reminder that professionalism is non-negotiable. The split reaction illustrates the ongoing struggle between tradition and innovation in wrestling culture. Bron has become a symbol, either of rebellion that demands respect or recklessness that threatens stability. These internal dynamics will influence locker room morale, backstage storytelling, and talent retention. The incident also serves as a cautionary tale, showing the risks of unchecked ego and the consequences of challenging authority within a high-stakes, highly visible entertainment business. Redemption arcs and future storylines. Bron Breakker's story is far from over. There are whispers of a potential redemption arc, a comeback that sees him evolve, reconcile, or return as an unstoppable rebel. Storylines could involve real-world legal battles, cross-promotional appearances, or a high-profile Forbidden Door invasion, blurring reality and fiction. Fans are already speculating and imagining scenarios where Bron returns stronger, smarter, and more dangerous than ever. WWE's move could inadvertently create a narrative goldmine, the ousted star returning with leverage, audience support, and renewed motivation. Bron's firing may be the catalyst that transforms him from a rising talent into a legendary figure, showing that setbacks often precede triumphs. Wrestling thrives on storytelling, and the next chapter in Bron Breakker's journey promises tension, drama, and unpredictable excitement. Legacy, impact, and lessons. Ultimately, this incident is a study in power, legacy, and the balance between talent and authority. WWE's decision reasserts the company's hierarchy, demonstrating that no superstar is above the rules. For Bron, it's a lesson in navigating professional boundaries, even as he channels the legacy of his family. Fans witness the human consequences of unchecked ego, management decisions, and career-altering choices. The situation sparks debate about fairness, creative freedom, and corporate responsibility. It challenges WWE to reflect on policies and relationships with talent. For the wrestling world, it underscores the stakes of fame, family legacy, and rebellion. Bron Breakker may have been ousted, but his influence on fans, promotions, and future storytelling is undeniable. The story isn't just about a firing. It's about the fragile, complex ecosystem of professional wrestling where power, passion, and